going on, guys? Vin520 bringing you another Gears of War Judgment commentary. Well, you see that the map is Streets. I don't even think I'll win this game. I think my final... Well, I'm not going to tell you the final scores, whatever. But today, I wanted to do a commentary similar to that of my colleague, Annoying Players. And I wanted to talk about one of my more favorite classes in high school, which was music class. Okay, so... freshman year, I started music class. I had an interest in learning guitar, but I never was too serious about the class because the class itself was pretty lame. The teacher always had us playing like this music, and I don't know. In freshman year, I didn't really like it too much. It was terrible. But, sophomore year came around and I gained more of an interest towards it because I heard about, there's several levels to the guitar classes. So there's Guitar 1, which is beginners, Guitar 2, which is advanced. Then there's like Guitar 3, if I'm not mistaken, which is like advanced. And then there's Guitar Ensemble, which is supposed to be the highest level. And I always wanted to get into the Guitar Ensemble. So sophomore year, I took more of an interest in it, And we had so many fun times in Guitar 1. Like, me and Annoying Players, we had so many memories in that class. Even though our teacher was sometimes a bit of a jerk. He always had these stories to tell, and he would talk for like the whole period in certain cases. Like 45 straight minutes was a period back in that time, and this guy would have no problem just absolutely talking about things that nobody gave half a crap about. But one of the more notable memories I wanted to talk to you about was this one time when Annoying Players came up with a specific song. This song was like, it was a weird, like, 3-note chord progression, and it was just to sound retarded. He made the song completely for fun. The song sounded something like this. Dun, 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 dun. It was retarded, okay? That was the idea of it. And look at this fucking kills me right here. That aggravates me. But yeah, he made that song completely to be stupid, and... that song was the funniest thing when he first started playing it because he was so into it. Like every time he played it, he was just staring at his guitar. And that was another like little funny thing about Annoying Players. He was always so serious when he played. His face was so serious all the time. And I remember this kid when we finally reached the Guitar Ensemble level, we met this kid. And let's just say that the kid talks like this. He talks through the side of his mouth. And he wasn't a bad kid by any means, but he did not know how to end a joke. So he was the type of person that as soon as he found out about this, we never heard the end of it. So, he would come into class every day after he heard about it, and he was like, Vinny, check this out. Guess what song this is? Would play the same song that I've already heard a million times since sophomore year. And we loved that song, man. We had our own little symphony of instruments that would play that song if we could get enough people to do it. But I kid you not, day in and day out in Guitar Ensemble for like 3 weeks straight after we showed this kid how to play this song, it was over for that. Every single day we would come in and he'd just be like, Renee. And then he would play the song every single day. I kid you not. I remember at one point it got so bad that we were going to like make an in-class documentary about how he does this every single day. It was going to be so legit too, because the guitar room, there was a room with the guitars where like you could play and practice if you didn't want to be heard by anybody. So what we were going to do is just like one person at a time, take them in there and then document him playing the song or whatever, or we're going to document people's thoughts about how he did it all the time, every single day. And it wasn't even just that he played the song every day that like made him annoying, but like day in and day out, we had to discuss the Gears of War 3 campaign. Like for some reason, this kid knew that I loved Gears of War, and he knew that I had beaten the campaign, and day in and day out, he was like, Vinny, I can't believe that, Dom dies in the Gears of War 3 campaign. I can't believe that happened. I don't know why they would do that, And I'm like, I understand that. I get it, because I got the Gears of War 3 storyline ruined before I even got to play the game. Before I played the first level of the game, I got ruined for me. Some kid just walked up to me in the middle of school. He was like, yo, Vinny, guess what? Dom dies. And I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like... I didn't even want to believe it when he told me. I'm like, this kid really could not have just tried to ruin the game for me, like, before I even played it, right? But, you know, sadly, it turns out that he was true, and so that whole entire experience was ruined for me. So, having to talk about a ruined experience, you know, 80 times in a day is not fun. So, I don't know why this kid always did this. I really don't. I don't know if he had any clue that, like, we didn't try to avoid him or anything. Don't get me wrong. We weren't trying to be mean to him, but we didn't try to, like, bring these things up in conversation because we knew if we did, it was going to be over for our conversation. It was just not going to be fun at all. And this is pretty much the end of the commentary, guys. Final score is 22-7. If you want to hear more stories like this one, just let me know. I'm not afraid to do any more. But either way, guys, have a nice day.